my channel. Today I want to do a throwback review here to the 2002 Slave 1, otherwise known as Jango Fett Slave 1. As you might be able to tell, or you already know, this set is pretty old, but I think is highly regarded amongst LEGO fans and collectors alike. If you don't know, this one Jango Fett minifigure over here, he goes for about $100 on the aftermarket as far as LEGO goes. Sometimes you'll be able to find him for cheaper, but for the most part that's his general running rate. Now as far as this review goes, I'm going to try to go ahead and show off some of the features and everything that are involved with this set. Obviously I will definitely go ahead and show off the minifigures as well. And with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into it. Taking a look at the minifigures, here we have Jango Fett up first. Obviously he is the main attraction of this set. He has the classic helmet built in with the jetpack. It's all one piece with the cutout for the visor and the black head underneath. Only instead of being just a black head, this minifigure has a pretty special thing that I don't think happens very much. I mean, sometimes you see it on stormtroopers or scout troopers, but you know what? This one I think is special. So if we remove his helmet, you can see that it looks like a plain black head until you get around to the back and you can see that it is a Jango Fett printing. Unfortunately, mine isn't perfect. I noticed this after I first got it. He's got a little bit of a dark spot on the left side of his face there. I'm not sure what's going on. I think the printing might have just gotten messed up, you know, during production, or maybe it's just from sliding his helmet on and off too much. I'm not really sure. But either way, I think it's really cool that we get this face for Jango Fett without the helmet. As you can see, he's got the little mouthpiece that he's able to talk to Boba Fett on in the ship, or just communicate in general. I really do love his revolver pistols. I know they're not super accurate to the movie whatsoever, but I just think it gives this character a super classic look as far as the weapons he's holding. Other than that, overall the printing is it's kind of just simple and I think just good enough. It's obviously nothing like we get today, but this purple color I think makes up for the lack of printing. We never see this purple color anymore, and again, it's not super accurate, but it just gives this minifigure a super classic feel that I really can't get enough of, to be honest. So with Jango Fett all done here, let's go ahead and take a look at Boba Fett. Okay, so canonically, this is the very first time we see Boba Fett, and he looks like this. You can see that LEGO decided to go with the typical female hair that they had back in the day, and then they used the short legs that were first introduced with Yoda. I really like the short legs and the way that adds into the character's portrayal in LEGO, but other than that, I don't really like this figure that much. I think it's cool that this is an exclusive printing, it's not seen anywhere else, and he has different color arms that is pretty accurate to the film. But other than that, this figure's not super high on my list of favorite figures because he's pretty boring looking. I think his hair looks awful and his face is just okay. So starting off with the ship itself, I just wanted to go ahead and say I really love the design of the Slave 1 in general, but I really appreciate it being in this color scheme. The typical green and red color that we usually see from Boba Fett's Slave 1 I think looks really good, but I really think that this gray, white, and blue color scheme looks a lot better personally. I really think that Jango Fett himself looks better too. I just overall think I like the look of Episode 2's Mandalorian better than Episode 5's Mandalorian, even though they aren't technically Mandalorians, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, I really do like the look of this ship, and to get into some of the features here on the first side, these are the shooters that Jango Fett unleashes on Obi-Wan in the asteroid field. Here you have them on both sides. And if we stand the ship up, you're able to see that that is how he shoots. You would think that it comes from these ones, but if you watch in the film, you can easily tell that the blasts are coming from this point of the ship, not down here. Okay, so other than that, we have these opening doors right here. These 4 doors open here on both sides to reveal this little, I think that's like a Lightspeed engine or something, or something like that. I don't know really, to be honest, what that is, but it came in that like light blue color. So I'm not sure exactly what that's supposed to be, but obviously these are missiles, so it's pretty cool that you can take these out and you know, fire them away or whatever you want to do when you're playing with this set. So that's all that's in there. In addition, we have this door up here. I don't know what it's for. I think it's just storage. It's the same on both sides. Hey, look at that, there's some blasters in there. These are the newer blasters. They didn't even come with this set. I think I'll just take these out. So, like I said, just a couple storage compartments. Then you have these rotating blasters. I think technically it's a different piece. I have a different piece inside here because I couldn't find the original one, but it works just the same. I mean, obviously you can tell this one's a little bit loose or something, but that's okay, I think. Then, like I did earlier, you bring it into flight mode, and you can see that the wings, well, they're supposed to counterbalance themselves. They do for the most part, but sometimes I guess they have trouble falling completely into place. The last feature here I'm going to show you by turning this around. Here is this storage compartment container. I think you're supposed to put his helmet in here or something, but basically it connects with a magnet, which is something that LEGO used to kind of do a lot. Now they don't really do it as much at all, to be honest. But there you go, it just slides right in. And here's the underneath of the ship. You can see there. Not super detailed, but I think it does the job. I think the newer ones obviously do a little bit better job, but you know, for 2002, I think this is pretty good. Oh, and I forgot about this one feature. So you can lift this up, right, to get into the ship, or you can put some bombs in there, as you can see. There's these orange minifigure heads, and you can drop them out by lifting up the ramp here, and they all just fall out the bottom. So if you ever wondered how Jango Fett released the bombs on his ship, apparently LEGO believes that that is the way that he did it. And then you just fold that down to hold them into place. Here's a quick look inside the ship. Obviously there's not much detail. There's that magnet that connects that storage compartment. Overall, those are the features of the ship. And then when you go into the cockpit, you're able to lift this off. It's not held on by many studs. So you go ahead and lift that off, and you're able to put the two minifigures, Jango Fett and his son Boba Fett, in here, like so, and easily slide this back on. So those are all the play features of the set. I really think that this set in general is just really well done, really well put together, and just overall I think is I think at this point we can call it classic Slave 1 set. My final thoughts on this set are that I really do like it. Like I said, I really do like the color scheme. I really wish that LEGO would come out with a UCS Slave 1 version of this color scheme. I know that you're able to, you know, do color replacements and stuff and make your own. I just wish LEGO would release some sort of prequel UCS set, and I think that this would be a good place to start, even though they did just kind of release the original trilogy version. I don't know, I just would really like to see one. I'm not sure if it'll ever happen, probably not, but you know, never say never, I guess. But that's going to go ahead and finish off my review of this Slave 1. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And like I always say, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be back very soon with more uploads.